In a world where trust and authority are highly valued, it's hard to imagine that someone who is supposed to uphold the law can be involved in a heinous crime. But what happens when a trusted pillar of the community turns out to be a criminal? Today, we'll be delving into the shocking case of a Mexican sheriff who realized he was going to jail for being a pedophile. From his early life, family, and marriage to his career, trials, and imprisonment, we'll uncover the unexpected truth behind this disturbing case. Get ready to be shocked and horrified as we explore the dark secrets of this former law enforcement officer. Jaylen Fleer, a 29-year-old former sheriff from California, had a promising career ahead of him before his conviction for child molestation. Fleer had previously worked as a San Diego County sheriff, but his criminal activities have tarnished his reputation and career. In 2021, Jaylen Fleer was found guilty of 20 felony and misdemeanor charges related to his sexual activities with young girls under the age of 16. As a result of his actions, he was sentenced to 12 years in jail, which will undoubtedly have a significant impact on his life and future. While much of Jaylen Fleer's personal life and background remain a mystery, there are some details available about his early years. Jaylen goes by his full name, Jaylen Devin Fleer, and is currently 29 years old. He will spend the next decade in jail as a result of his conviction for multiple counts of child molestation. Before Jaylen pursued a career in law enforcement, he had a passion for baseball. He played for his high school team at Santana High School, where he also excelled as a student. During his time at Santana, Jaylen pitched for the San Diego Storm baseball team, a competitive travel team for young athletes. After graduating from high school, Jaylen attended Grossmont College, where he continued to play baseball as a member of the college team. He was known for his impressive height of 6 feet 4 inches, which made him a formidable presence on the field. Despite his promising future as a baseball player, Jaylen ultimately chose to pursue a career in law enforcement, eventually rising to the rank of sheriff in San Diego County. However, his promising career came to a tragic end when he was convicted of multiple counts of child molestation, leading to his incarceration and tarnishing his reputation forever. Before his criminal charges, Jaylen Fleer had a successful career in law enforcement. He began his career with the Chula Vista Police Department and later joined the San Diego County Sheriff's Department, where he was appointed as a sheriff. During his 5 years of service, he performed various roles such as patrolling, serving warrants, and responding to emergency calls. He was also a part of the San Diego Regional Fugitive Task Force, where he worked on arresting fugitives and investigating their cases. Before his arrest and conviction, his net worth was estimated to be around USD $450,000. This estimate is based on his salary as a sheriff, which was approximately USD $65,000 per year, and his total pay in 2019, which was USD $116,000. It is worth noting that his net worth could have fluctuated over the years due to various factors such as investments, expenses, and lifestyle choices. But with his incarceration and inability to generate income, it is unlikely that his net worth has increased since his conviction. Jaylen Fleer's criminal activities came to light in March 2020, when San Diego County Crime Stoppers received tips about a man who was engaging in sexual acts with teenagers and young girls. Upon further investigation, Fleer's name was identified as a suspect in the case. During the course of the investigation, law enforcement officers discovered that 3 underage victims had been subjected to inappropriate behavior by Jaylen Fleer. The victims, all under the age of 16, were reportedly groomed and coerced into engaging in sexual acts with Fleer. The allegations against Jaylen Fleer included charges of child molestation, unlawful sexual intercourse, and oral copulation with a minor. Fleer was charged with a total of 20 felony and misdemeanor counts related to his sexual activities with the young girls. Following his arrest, Fleer remained in custody for an extended period as the legal process played out. His first court appearance was scheduled for July 31, 2020, when he faced charges related to his sexual activities with minors. After his arrest and being charged with multiple counts of child molestation, he was immediately removed from his position as a sheriff. Following his removal, he was transferred to the San Diego Central Jail and placed on desk duty. He was not allowed to interact with the public or perform any law enforcement duties. Eventually, after being found guilty of the charges against him, following a trial, Jalen Fleer was found guilty of all charges and sentenced to 12 years in jail. The severity of his punishment reflects the seriousness of his crimes and serves as a warning to others who may consider engaging in similar acts. Jalen Fleer was found guilty by the San Diego County Court on June 18, 2021, in the child molestation case that was filed against him in 2020. The news of his guilty verdict was widely covered by various news publishers. After his guilty verdict, San Diego County Court Judge Michael Popkins made a statement and sentenced him to 12 years of jail time. Judge Popkins expressed his outrage at the severity of the crimes committed by Jalen Fleer, stating that, "I have never seen a more despicable set of facts as I've seen in this case." Fleer was found guilty of 20 felony and misdemeanor charges related to sexual acts with underage girls. He not only engaged in sexual acts with the minors but also attempted to solicit them for sexual activities. He would ask the girls if they had friends and offer them money. We as a society must take a firm stance against child molestation and sexual abuse of minors. The victims of such crimes often suffer from long-term psychological and emotional trauma, and the perpetrators must be held accountable for their actions. The investigation and subsequent conviction of Jalen Fleer serve as a reminder that justice will be served to those who commit such heinous crimes. Jalen Fleer's arrest as a suspect in a series of child molestation charges in Chula Vista was a significant blow to his career and reputation. As a result of these charges, he was immediately removed from his post as a sheriff, pending the outcome of the investigation and trial. It is worth noting that child molestation is considered a severe offense in California and can result in significant legal and social consequences. Perpetrators of such crimes often face lengthy prison sentences, fines, and mandatory registration as a sex offender. Jalen Fleer's case is a reminder of the importance of upholding the law and protecting minors from sexual exploitation. The swift action taken by the authorities in removing him from his post as a sheriff and pursuing charges against him sends a clear message that such behavior will not be tolerated in any profession or community. The victims, in this case, were afraid to come forward to the police, as Fleer was already working with law enforcement at the time. It is a sad reality that such cases often go unreported due to fear of retaliation or lack of trust in the justice system. Jalen Fleer's conviction and sentencing serve as a reminder of the importance of justice and holding those who commit such heinous crimes accountable for their actions. We must continue to educate and empower young people to speak up and seek help when they encounter such situations, and we must take strong action against those who exploit and victimize minors. Despite the fear and trauma experienced by the victims of Jalen Fleer's sexual exploitation, some of their names were made public in the media. For example, one of the victims, identified as Jane Doe, was under the age of 16 when Fleer unlawfully attempted to perform oral copulation on her. In addition to Jane Doe, two other underage girls aged 14 and 15 years old were also subjected to Fleer's sexual advances. The details of their experiences were revealed during the court proceedings, causing widespread outrage and condemnation. It is difficult to imagine the trauma and long-term impact that such experiences can have on the victims, who often struggle with shame, guilt, and a range of mental health issues. It is therefore vital that they receive the necessary support and counseling to help them heal and recover from these traumatic events. Jalen Fleer's actions not only violated the trust placed on him as a former law enforcement officer, but also destroyed the lives of several innocent young girls. His conviction and sentencing serve as a clear message that such crimes will not be tolerated, and those who commit them will be held accountable for their actions, regardless of their position or power in society. Jalen Fleer's family has maintained a low profile since the case came to light. They have not given any statements to the media or made any public appearances to discuss the situation. It is unclear if they have visited Jalen in jail or what their current relationship with him is. It can be assumed that they are dealing with the situation privately and may not want to be associated with the controversy. However, as time goes by, more information about Jalen's family background and their reaction to the case may come to light. For now, They seem to be keeping a low profile and avoiding the media attention surrounding their son's criminal charges due to the nature of Jaylen Fleer's crimes and the severity of his sentence. It is understandable that information about his family, including his wife and child, has been kept private. His family is likely facing a challenging time as a result of Jaylen's actions and incarceration. While some may speculate about the impact of his absence on his son's life, it is important to remember the victims of his crimes and the trauma they have endured. The focus should remain on providing support and resources for those affected by the actions of perpetrators like Jaylen Fleer. Any updates regarding his family will be shared by the media if and when they are made available. Thank you for watching our video on the shocking story of the Mexican sheriff. We hope you found this information insightful and informative. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Stay tuned for our next video where we bring you more intriguing stories from around the world. See you next time.